Aloha everybody, Kai Waza with you. Thank you for coming back to my channel, and today we're going to resume with the letter W, going through my Hawaiian record collection alphabetically by the artists, and we are going to wrap up one of my favorite groups of all time, believe it or not, from Belgium, the Waikikis. Let's check out some more of their recordings. Okay, and we resume with more of my beloved Waikikis from Belgium. I just love them. This is the album Hawaii Honeymoon by the Waikikis. Their song Hawaii Tattoo made it into the American Top 40 and was a huge hit in Europe. One of the songs from this album, Hawaii, in fact the title track, Hawaii Honeymoon, did make it into the American Top 40, but just barely. I think it peaked at like 39 or something. It was not really a big hit here, but I do love this album. I mean, it's the Waikikis. I always love them. I love this. They have a couple versions of Hawaiian War Chant, but this one, which they subtitle Waikiki Welcome, I really, really love. It's a little bit softer, a little bit quieter. It's very much their style, the steel guitar playing, very representative of them. The Shadows I really like. Sugar Moon and Remember Boa Boa, very exotic. I just love these guys. This, by the way, the picture is from the Cocoa Palms resort on Kauai, which no longer exists. It was it destroyed in a hurricane or just I think it was destroyed in Iniki. Yeah, Hurricane Iniki or Eva or something, and they never brought it back. Sad. Anyway, Lollipops and Roses from Hawaii. Lollipops and Roses was a popular pop tune at the time, not a Hawaiian song. But they, of course, love to do cover versions of pop songs, the Waikikis. Moon River is very nice off of this. Moonlight Serenade is amazing from this album. Really a nice version. These are all on Cap. All originally would have been released on Palette Records of Belgium, but the American releases were done on Cap Records. Yeah. This one I think I got like when I was in college or after college, like from Jellies or one of the record stores here in Hawaii. I remember getting it, although not exactly the specifics. This one, I remember finding this one. This was when I was living in Portland, and there was an amazing place called Rip City Music. They had all records for $1. It was a giant warehouse, literally a warehouse, and the records were uncatalogued. You just went in and had to leaf through whatever. The only thing was they would put all the new things that had come in that week in the front section. Otherwise, it was just all scattered. And you know, if you're like a collector or you're somebody that goes through a lot of records, you kind of you're leafing through them kind of quickly because you sort of know what you're looking for. Your eye's going to catch it. And I just remember the moment of catching this record, like the Waikikis, Moonlight on Diamond Head. I'd never seen this album before. I did not know it existed or anything. So that was like a very exciting moment. Although I have to say it's not my favorite album from them. But I do really love Hawaiian Punch and yeah, Hawaiian Punch. That's the song I like. Otherwise, not so much this album. It's okay. Just, it doesn't have much exciting stuff on it. They were a little more sedate by this time. Midnight Luau by the Waikikis. Isn't that a great cover? This one I have seen released also, I think in the British release, and they give it a different name, like Lennon and McCartney? Paul McCartney? I know those unknown musicians, I can never remember their name. Because this actually has a lot of Beatles songs on it. So that may have, I don't even know what the title was on Palette Records. I've never seen a release of this on Palette. So I don't know what initially it was called. It wouldn't, you know, it would be reasonable to give it a name after the Beatles because there are so many Beatles songs on here. Really nice versions too, like Nowhere Man is beautiful by them. You know, Yesterday, and then they have groovy stuff too. Hawaiian Soul, Eleanor Rigby is really funny. Yeah, I like this one too, but I especially do love the cover. I love that. Here's one, Aloha Hawaii by the Waikikis, and this one, I have to tell you, I volunteered for a while at I don't remember the call letters now, but it was like a community broadcasting station in Portland, Oregon, and they had several people from Hawaii that were putting on a Hawaiian show, mostly talk and news, and I worked with them for a while. It was a volunteer thing, going in and just, playing some music, playing some records, whatever, and Hawaii 5-0. That radio station had this album in their library, and it was also one of those situations where I'm like, they never are going to play this record. They are never going to play this record. And I just wanted to take it because I didn't have it. I'm like, oh my God, the Waikikis. I don't have this record. I want to take it. But again, I withheld, and I did end up finding this on eBay some years later. Dance, Hula Dance, Twilight in Tahiti. This is a nice album. Hawaii Calls is nice. Here's one a little bit different. I don't know much of the history of this album. It's called On the Beach by the Waikikis. What I have is actually on a label called Cinda, which is a Canadian label. And I don't think I've seen this one like in its palette form, and I don't think Cap ever released it in the United States. So it's a bit of a strange one. I just haven't run across it that often. Exciting Noise is an original song of theirs that I like. Laguna Punch, I totally love that song. Cecilia, I love their version of Cecilia. And this is a demonstration record, not for sale. Finally, then, wrapping up the Waikikis and our edition this time. This is called Christmas in Hawaii. Now, you might remember that the Waikikis, when I did the Christmas albums, did do an album called Merry Christmas in Hawaii, and it's all Christmas songs. This is not that album. This is kind of a budget label, I think, out of England, and I believe it's England. And I don't know why they called it Christmas in Hawaii. I don't know. There's one Christmas song on it. Otherwise, it just seems to be a collection of previously released stuff with a couple of things that I don't have on other albums, like a song called There Is No Beer in Hawaii. For real, that's what it means. Viva la Liberté, and the other stuff I have on other albums. So I don't know, this is some kind of budget re-release thing, but I don't know why they called it Christmas in Hawaii. But you will see a lot of Waikikis albums I see online from other countries, Argentina, different places, and they are like hodgepodge things where they take, a few songs from different records and put them together. So you can always find stuff like that too. Anyway, time for some needle drops from the Waikikis. You enjoyed that. If you like any of that music, have any comments or any interest in those albums, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you like that kind of music, I invite you to check out my other YouTube channel, which is called Hawaiian Leisure Hour, which just plays music from the Hawaiian record collection. And I also have a area on 8tracks.com, also called Hawaiian Leisure Hour, where we play curated playlists of music from the collection. So you can check that out as well. And we'll see you next time. Have a good week.